I find myself yearning for a deep, untroubled peace, a peace that has long eluded me, as I've spent countless days and nights wrestling with the overwhelming burden of regret. For what seems like an eternity, I have kept silent, bottling up emotions that have only grown heavier with time. That silence is now nearing its breaking point. I can no longer ignore the crushing weight of remorse for the way I treated you. In quiet moments of reflection, I see all too clearly how carelessly I handled our relationship, taking your presence and kindness for granted while my actions, misguided and hurtful, left scars that continue to haunt me. Looking back on our past, I realize that the choices I made, choices I once tried desperately to forget, now dominate my thoughts. I was so intent on concealing my true feelings that I built walls around myself, pretending that I didn't care, that I wasn't hurting, even though deep inside I was crumbling. That pretense of indifference, this false front of self-sufficiency, has worn me down. The exhaustion of living in denial of my genuine emotions has caught up with me. Every suppressed tear, every moment of quiet anguish, has underscored the undeniable truth: I miss you profoundly. I long for another chance, a real opportunity to mend the broken pieces of what we once had. There was a time when I attempted to hide my longing behind a veil of indifference. I acted as if your absence meant little to me, as if I could simply move on without looking back. But the reality is so different. Each lonely day and sleepless night has revealed how essential you are to my life. I am not returning with empty apologies or hollow promises. I am coming back with a sincere desire to sweep you off your feet once more, a desire fueled by genuine intent and the lessons of a painful past. I now see that during our time together, I often appeared shallow, lost in trivial distractions, neglecting the value of our connection. I was entangled in pursuits that, in retrospect, seem utterly insignificant compared to the treasure I had in you. I took you for granted, allowing my own insecurities to blind me to the depth of what we shared. That shallow behavior was nothing more than a mask, a feeble attempt to hide inner vulnerabilities that I was too afraid to confront. Without you, I am left with an emptiness that no amount of superficial engagement can fill. I now understand that the love we had was far more profound than I ever acknowledged, and that my missteps have cost me something irreplaceable. In the quiet solitude of my thoughts, I spend hours replaying our conversations, each laugh, every tender word, and even the painful silences. I constantly wonder where I went wrong, how a connection so promising unraveled into regret and sorrow. It is not only the breakup that haunts me, but also the realization that you, in your strength, reclaimed your power and walked away. That act, as painful as it was for me to witness, only served to highlight your importance in my life. The space you left behind has become a constant, almost obsessive reminder that no one could ever compare to you. Your absence magnifies the void within me, a void I now desperately seek to fill before it becomes permanent. Guilt gnaws at me relentlessly. I am tormented by the pain I inflicted upon you, by the moments I chose to hide behind a guise of indifference rather than face the truth. I replay every instance of neglect and every moment when I failed to honor the love we shared. I cannot erase those memories, and the fear of losing you for good terrifies me. That fear is what propels me forward now. It is a driving force urging me to act before the opportunity for reconciliation vanishes forever. I want to do more than simply say I'm sorry. I want to rebuild what I once took for granted. I stand on the brink of a breakthrough. The long silence that has defined our separation is about to be shattered by my earnest determination to set things right. I am not coming back to offer a fleeting apology. I am coming back to restore the connection that once illuminated our lives. I have traversed a long and arduous path, dating others, spending time in solitude, facing the full consequences of my actions, and every step has led me to this undeniable truth: you are the one I want by my side, the one who completes me. In countless quiet moments, I have silently envisioned your return. I have imagined long conversations where every word is laden with sincerity, every pause filled with genuine emotion. I have rehearsed what I would say if given another chance, a chance not for mere words, but for heartfelt actions that demonstrate my transformation. This is no empty fantasy, it is a commitment born from a sincere desire to evolve into someone who can offer you the love, care, and respect you truly deserve. Every day apart from you has taught me that masking my true emotions was a mistake. I have come to understand that the void left by your absence cannot be filled by superficial distractions or hollow pursuits. My pride once stood as an impenetrable barrier between us, a misguided shield meant to protect me from vulnerability. But now I see clearly that it was that very pride that kept me from acknowledging how deeply I needed you, not just for love, but for the completeness you brought to my life. I now recognize that my isolation was a grave error, one that has cost me the warmth and companionship I once took for granted. The path to healing has not been easy. I have been forced to confront the darker parts of my past, those insecurities, addictions, and emotional wounds that once threatened to tear us apart. Yet, in facing these demons, I have discovered a strength I never knew I possessed. I have learned that true growth comes from acknowledging one's shortcomings and taking responsibility for the pain caused. The love we shared was a rare and precious gift, a gift that I now understand must be nurtured and protected, not dismissed or taken for granted. I remember the moments we once shared, the laughter that echoed in quiet rooms, the silent comfort of knowing that we were each other's safe haven, and the feeling of security that enveloped us like a warm embrace. Those memories have become the bedrock upon which I wish to rebuild our connection. I long to experience that joy again, to create new memories that are even richer and more meaningful than those we once held dear. I want to be there for you in every facet of life, celebrating the good times and weathering the storms together, because I believe that true love is forged in the shared experience of both happiness and hardship. Reflecting on our past, I see now that I never truly appreciated your uniqueness, the rare blend of kindness, strength, and vulnerability that made you so captivating. Your ability to love unconditionally, with a warmth that felt like home, was something I failed to recognize until it was too late. I regret that I did not cherish those moments when I had the chance, that I did not fully embrace the beauty of what we had. Had I realized sooner just how special you were, I would have held every moment close, never letting a single chance to show you my love slip away. The emptiness I feel in your absence is not merely a gap in my life, it is a constant, aching reminder of the love I once took for granted. I spend sleepless nights haunted by memories, each one a bittersweet testament to what we lost. I ask myself where I went wrong, where the path that once led us to joy diverted into a painful labyrinth of misunderstanding and neglect. This endless cycle of regret has finally reached its crescendo, urging me to break free from the chains of silence and pretense. I can no longer hide behind a facade of indifference. It is time to let you see the raw, unfiltered truth of my heart. My journey towards self-improvement has been long and filled with moments of profound introspection. I have faced the parts of myself I once denied, learned to forgive my own shortcomings, and accepted that while I cannot undo the past, I can shape a better future. That future, I fervently hope, includes you. I now stand at the threshold of a new beginning, where the silence that once separated us is about to be replaced by honest, open dialogue and tangible acts of love. I am ready to break the long-standing silence, a silence that has held back not only my feelings but also the potential for us to heal and grow together. I am not returning to you out of sheer desperation. I am coming back because I have learned from my mistakes. I have spent the time apart re-evaluating every moment, every word left unsaid, and every tear that went unnoticed. My resolve is not to merely offer an apology, but to rebuild what was lost with dedication, sincerity, and a renewed commitment to being the partner you deserve. Every quiet moment of self-reflection has led me to one inescapable truth: I cannot live without you. Your absence has made me acutely aware of the irreplaceable space you once filled. I now see that my previous attempts to mask my emotions were not a sign of strength, but a barrier that prevented me from experiencing the full depth of love that you offered. I was afraid to be vulnerable, to reveal the delicate parts of my soul, but that fear only made my love for you grow stronger in the shadows. I have come to understand that vulnerability is not weakness, it is the very essence of true connection. Embracing my vulnerabilities has allowed me to see the beauty in our imperfections, to recognize that love is not about perfection but about growth and mutual support. I have taken hard steps to dismantle the defenses that once kept me isolated. In doing so, I have discovered that the love we shared was never something to be hidden or taken for granted. It was, and still is, the most authentic part of my existence. Throughout this long journey, I have learned that every mistake I made, every instance of indifference, and every moment of carelessness has led me here, to a place of clarity and resolve. I now understand that the pain I caused was not just an error in judgment but a wake-up call, urging me to confront my shortcomings head-on. The cycles of misunderstanding and reconciliation we experienced were painful, yet they also served as lessons that have shaped me into a more empathetic, responsible, and loving person. I no longer view our past with shame, but with the understanding that it has prepared me for this very moment of transformation. In the quiet recesses of my mind, I see our memories as a tapestry woven from both joy and sorrow, a tapestry that tells the story of our shared journey. Every smile, every tear, every fleeting moment of happiness now stands as a reminder of the bond that we forged. It is a bond so deep and rare that its absence is felt in every breath I take. I have come to realize that no one can ever compare to you. Your presence in my life was a blessing, a gift that I now cherish more than words can express. I have spent countless nights in solitude, the darkness punctuated by memories of your laughter and the echo of our shared whispers. These memories have become the cornerstone of my resolve to rebuild our connection. I long to create new memories that are even more vibrant and full of life, to share with you not only the joys of existence but also the challenges, knowing that every trial we overcome will only serve to strengthen the love between us. I am ready to embrace both the light and the shadows of our journey, to accept the past as a stepping stone toward a brighter future. The transformation I have undergone is not a fleeting impulse, but a deep, intentional process of growth and healing. I have confronted the demons of my past, my fears, my insecurities, and the misguided pride that once kept me from expressing my true self. Through this arduous process, I have learned that true strength comes not from hiding behind facades, but from the courage to face oneself honestly and to admit one's faults. I have learned to forgive myself, to understand that while the past cannot be changed, the future is still mine to shape. And in shaping that future, I see you as its most integral part. I now stand before you, not as the person who once hid behind silence and pretense, but as someone who is willing to embrace vulnerability and let the truth shine forth. I am determined to show you through every action, every sincere word, that I have changed. I am committed to rebuilding the trust that was once broken, to demonstrating that my love for you is not a passing fancy but an enduring promise. I long to prove that the depth of my affection is as boundless as the universe and that no obstacle, no matter how daunting, can diminish what we once shared. Our journey together has always been one of highs and lows, of moments that soared with joy and times that sank beneath waves of regret. Yet, each phase of our relationship has taught me invaluable lessons about what it means to truly love someone. I have learned that love is not defined by the absence of hardship but by the strength and resilience with which we overcome it. I want us to move forward together, not by erasing the past, but by using every lesson learned as a foundation for a renewed, more robust love, a love that is mature, honest, and deeply rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Your presence in my life has been transformative. You have been so much more than a lover. You have been a confidant, a guide, and a friend. Your unwavering support and the way you believed in me even when I could not believe in myself have left an indelible mark on my soul. I have come to understand that what we had was never ordinary. It was a rare and beautiful bond that has shaped who I am. I now see that every moment we spent together was a precious gift, and I regret every instance when I failed to recognize that gift for what it truly was. I no longer wish to let pride or fear dictate our destiny. I am ready to open my heart completely, to let you see the real me, the me that has grown through pain and emerged stronger, more compassionate, and more in tune with the love you offered so selflessly. I am ready to cast aside the old patterns of behavior that once drove us apart and to step into a future where every moment is filled with openness, honesty, and deep, abiding affection. The silence that has defined the space between us for so long is now giving way to a stirring desire for communication and healing. I stand at the precipice of a new chapter, one in which every word I speak and every action I take is dedicated to proving that our love can be reborn. I am not coming back because I am desperate, but because I am determined to right the wrongs of the past and to build a relationship that is founded on trust, respect, and a deep commitment to growth. Every beat of my heart whispers your name, and every thought is colored by the memories of your laughter and the warmth of your embrace. I have come to learn that true love is a journey that demands vulnerability, honesty, and the willingness to face one's innermost fears. I am ready to embark on that journey with you, to face every challenge that comes our way with open arms and an open heart. I long for the day when the silence between us is replaced by the harmonious melody of renewed connection, a melody that sings of hope, forgiveness, and the promise of a future filled with shared dreams and unyielding support. I stand here today, transformed by regret yet buoyed by hope, inviting you to join me as we turn a new page in our story. Let us leave behind the mistakes and the pain of the past and step together into a future where love, healing, and mutual growth define every moment. I offer you my sincere apologies, my unwavering commitment to change, and a promise to never take you for granted again. I am ready to invest all that I am in nurturing the bond that we once cherished and to build a future where every day is a testament to the beauty of second chances. As I reflect on everything that has led me to this moment, I realize that every trial we endured was a stepping stone toward a deeper understanding of what it means to love. The silence that once cocooned me in loneliness now echoes with the possibility of redemption. I have learned that even in the midst of regret, there is hope that with time, effort, and unwavering commitment, we can mend the fractures of our past and emerge even stronger together. Please consider these words as a heartfelt invitation to embark on this new journey with me, a journey where our shared history becomes the foundation for a future built on trust, vulnerability, and genuine love. I know that the road ahead may be long and filled with challenges, but I believe with all my heart that our love is worth every step we take. Let us break the silence, bridge the gap that once divided us, and create a future where our hearts beat as one, united in the promise of a love that endures all trials. I offer you this renewed promise, that I will work every day to be the partner you deserve, that I will honor our past by shaping a future defined by honesty, respect, and a love that transcends every obstacle. I long for the chance to show you that the person I am today is not the same person who hurt you in the past. I have grown, I have learned, and most importantly, I have realized that no one can ever compare to you. You are unique, irreplaceable, and the very embodiment of the love I have always longed for. Let us now step forward together into this new chapter. Let our story be one of healing, transformation, and a love that outlasts the trials of time. I am here, with an open heart, a sincere soul, and a determination to never let you slip away again. The silence is ending, and with it comes the promise of reconciliation, a chance for us to rebuild our connection and to create a future filled with hope, joy, and an unbreakable bond. Thank you for taking the time to read these words. I understand the gravity of my past mistakes and the pain they have caused. Yet, I also know that the lessons learned from that pain have led me to a place of clarity and unwavering resolve. I hope you can see the sincerity behind every word and feel the depth of my longing for us to reunite. Let us embrace this opportunity to rebuild a love that is as profound as it is enduring, a love that has been tested by time and is now ready to flourish anew. Together, we can transform our shared history into a beacon of hope and redemption, a symbol of our ability to overcome, to heal, and to love more fully than ever before. I stand before you today, ready to turn the page and to create a future that honors the beauty of our past while embracing the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Please, join me in this journey of renewal. Let us leave behind the silence and the regrets, and step boldly into a new chapter defined by genuine love, vulnerability, and an unyielding commitment to each other. I promise to cherish every moment with you, to support you through every challenge, and to honor the unique, irreplaceable bond that we share. No matter what the future holds, know that my love for you is steadfast and eternal. I am ready to prove that our love can not only survive but thrive, transforming every hardship into a lesson, every tear into a promise, and every moment of silence into the prelude of a harmonious, renewed life together.